Now take a minute and solve this question. Okay, how will you solve this question? See, what is given? A, B, C are 3 points on a circle with center O. So A, B, C, okay, and center O. Now chord BA is extended to a point T. So T is an external point and CT is the tangent. So the moment you see the tangent, I've already told you in the previous lectures, what you can do is you can combine it with the radii. Okay, so you can combine it, you can join it with the radii, and we know this angle is 90 degree, right? So if that is 90 degree and this is given as 50, right? So this is going to be 40 degree. So we got ACO as 40 degree, right? So angle ACO is equal to 40. I hope you understood this. We just join the radius to the tangent, okay, or the point where the tangent touch on the circle. So we just join, so we'll get 90 degree. Out of that ACT is 50, so we get ACO as 40. Now it is clear that this is going to be 80, right? CAB, this angle CAB is going to be 80. Why it is 80? So this angle is basically, so angle CAB is actually angle TCA plus angle ATC. So 50 plus 30, which is equal to 80. So we got this angle. Now if you observe here, see this and this, these two CO and AO are equal because both are radius, right? So if this is 40, okay, this will also be 40. Angle CAO will be 40. Angle COA will be 40. The reason is angle ACO is 40, okay, and both OC and OA are radius, so angle COA is 40, so I can mark this as 40. So obviously this angle is going to be 40 because total is 80. So angle OAB is also 40 because 80 minus 40, right? The total is 80. And we know CAO is 40, so 80 minus 40, we got that as 40. So angle OAB is 40. Now if angle OAB is 40, this angle OBA is also 40 because see, if you look at this side and this side both are radius again, so this is also going to be 40. So angle OBA is also 40. The reason is this angle OAB is 40. So I hope all these things are clear for you. So we got this also as 40. Now what we need to find out? What we need is this angle BOA is what we need, right? So we have a triangle. So in the triangle OBA, we know two angles, both were 40. So what is your answer? What will be angle BOA? 180 minus 80, right? So this is going to be 100. So I hope this is clear for all of you. So from where we started, we know this angle and we know this angle, right? So the most important thing that you are supposed to do is you see an external point and you see the tangent, and the tangent, okay, so the moment you see the tangent, try to combine it with the radii. So in that case you'll get this angle as 90. So OCT you got as 90. Out of that TCA is given, which is 50. So you got ACO as 40. So if ACO is 40, you know CAO is also 40, and you know the total angle CAB is 80. So you got OAB as 40 because 80 minus 40. Then these two sides are equal. So angle OAB will be equal to angle BOA. Okay, so angle OAB will be equal to angle BOA. So that also I got as 40. So in the triangle OBA, two sides we got as 40 and 40, okay, 40 each. So what is the balance? 180 minus 80, that is 100. So I got this angle as 100. So I'll mark A as my answer. Okay, very tricky question, but simple method. Just this is the point that you need to know. Just drop the radii like this. Join this point. Okay, take a minute and solve this question. This was 1995 question. Okay, so how will you solve this? So what is given? AB is the diameter of the circle, right? And points C and D are on the circumference such that CAD is 30 degree, right? So this is given. So this is given. This is 30 degree, right? So and angle CBA is 70, right? So this is given as 70. Now what you need to find out? You need to find out ACD, right? Angle ACD is what you need to find out. Now what you do here? just drop this diagonal again. Okay, see, you can see 4 points on the circle. So I have already told you, the moment you see 4 points, you can think like this, right? So these two angles will be equal because it is actually coming from this arc. Okay, similarly, if you observe here, these two will also be equal. Okay, because coming from same arc. So you can think in this line here. So here angle DBC will be equal to angle DAC, right? See this angle DBC will be equal to angle DAC. Okay, why? Because both are from this arc. I hope this is clear. So angle DBC will be equal to angle DAC, and angle DAC is given as 30. So angle DBC will be 30. So I got this angle as 30, and we know the total CBA as 70. So I get DBA as 40. Okay. So I get angle DBA is equal to 40. 70 minus 30. Now the other point that you can see here is angle DBA is equal to angle DCA. Okay, see angle DBA, this angle, okay, and you see here this angle, both are coming from this arc, right? So angle DBA and angle DCA will be equal, and we know DBA is 40, so angle DCA is equal to 40, and that's what actually asked, angle ACD. So what is your answer? 40. 40 is your answer. So what we have done, it's very simple. So you don't want to have any confusion here. See, we know angle DAC, right? So we know angle DAC, and what we know from the property is that, see, from the same arc, okay, this angle DBC, so this and this will be same. So when we know this as 30, we got this also as 30, and we know this total as 70, so we got this angle as 40. So we got angle DBA is equal to 40, and we know this is DBA, okay, DBA coming from this arc, and ACD is also coming from the same arc. So this and this will be same, and we know DBA is 40, so ACD will also be 40. So the simple thumb rule is, if you see angle based question and 4 points on the circle, you can think of this, okay, these two angles will be equal if it is coming from the same arc. And 4 points again, if it is length based question, you can just join the points, okay, and this will be equal. So if it is A, B, C, D, O, AO into OC is equal to BO into DO. Okay, so this is what you need to remember if it is a length based question, and this is a property that you need to use if it is a angle based question, provided you have 4 points on the circle. Okay, so it's a revision of what we have discussed in the previous lecture only. Take a minute and solve this question. So how will you solve this? See, this is 98 question. Okay, so we have discussed this category of questions, right? See, the point is you just need to remember this ratio. If you have a square and a circle which is inscribed in the square, the ratio will be 4:pi always. Okay, now see, it can be placed in any way. See, what is given here is actually you have a square, okay, that square is divided into 4 and then 4 circles, right? So here also the ratio will be 4 and pi. So if the square, if the total is 4, the total area of the circle will be pi. Okay, so that's how the ratio will remain the same. So if you ask me what is the area like these areas, okay, that is 4 minus pi if total is 4. So let me give you another example so that you will understand in a much better way. You have a square and you have a circle, okay, so this is the maximum possible circle which can be inscribed, and the area is 16, okay, or the side is 16. Side is given as 16. So what is the outer area? This is 256. So what will be the area of the circle? That will be, see, the ratio is 4 and pi. So divide by 4 and then put pi. So that will be 64 pi. Okay, so 256 and 64 pi. So in this question, what is actually asked is this region. So we know this too. So 256 minus 64 pi. So if you generalize, you have a square and you have a circle. This is 4, this is pi. So area of the square is 4, area of the circle is pi. The area in between, that is this areas, if you add, this is 4 minus pi. Now this question can be asked in many ways. It's like so you have a square plot, okay, grazing area, a cow is tied in the center, okay, and you will get the diameter, okay, or the radius of the rope will be half of the side, okay. So it's like, let's suppose this is 16, you will get this may not be given, okay. So if they are saying that, you know, the radius is 8, okay, radius is 8, what does that mean? It's actually half of the side of the square, if that is a maximum possible area which the cow can graze, okay. So there will be a condition. See 8, this is 16, so this is 8, you understood that it is half, and maximum possible area the cow can graze means this is the area, right? So this is the area. So this is 16, so total 256, right? Total area is 256, and what is the area of the circle? 1 by 4 of 256, that means 64 pi. So what is the area that the cow can graze? 64 pi. Okay, so now it hardly matters, you'll get the question, you just need to know the outer area. If this is 10, outer area is 10, so total is 100. So what is the area that the cow can graze? 100 by 4, that is 25 pi. Okay, 25 pi. Now instead of keeping the cow in the center, the examiner can give you a question like this also. Okay, there are 4 cows. Okay, so you will get the radius as the same, that is actually half of the side, okay, or the diameter. There is no concept of diameter here because I need to tell you the length of the rope. That's what the radius here. So the length of the rope is actually half of the side. So 4 cows are tied at the 4 corners like this, okay, and what is the length of the rope? That is actually half of the side. So what the area the cows will graze, or how much area will be left out, that will be the question. So if you look at this, what is the question? This cow can go like this, this cow can go like this, this cow can go like this, and this cow can go like this. So what are the areas which is completed or grazed? This much area. Now they will either give you the outer area, let's suppose 20 is the side, that means the length of the rope is half of it, that will be 10, okay. And what I mean by 10, this radius. So actually that cow can move like this, but out of that, which area will come in circle? This is the area which come in circle, and that's the point, okay. So now see, both are actually same only. See here, the one cow was kept in the center, here 4 cows in 4 different corners, but the area which is covered is actually the same. So here also the ratio will be 4:pi. Here also ratio will be 4:pi. So if one side is 20, the total will be 400. That's the area. So what is the this area? This area will be 400 by 4. That means 100 pi. So 100 pi. See here, that means this circle is 100 pi. So here this grazed area is 100 pi. Okay, so what is the ungrazed area? This was in fact actually a CAT question. Okay, actual question. Numbers may change, I don't remember the numbers exactly. See, the actual question was something like this. This is the way 4 horses or 4 cows were tied in 4 corners, and the length of the rope is given. So you know the ratio, this is 400 and this is 100. So what is the ungrazed area? That was the question. So what is your answer? Ungrazed area is actually 400 minus 100 pi. Now in that question which I told you already, which is asked, there was one more condition given. There was a pond inside. So and the area of the pond was also given. Let's suppose 20 or something. Okay, so you need to avoid that also. So it's actually minus 20 again. So that is the ungrazed area, or this is the area available like this. Okay, so I hope any question in this way you can answer. The point is, if a square and a circle is coming, the ratio is 4 and pi. Now if the circle is outside, if this is the case, then the ratio is pi and 2, the reverse, pi and 2. The reason is, see, it's like this only, 4 pi, and then the circle then the square is formed by joining the midpoints of the first square. So this is actually 2 because that is half. Now why it is half? Because the inner square, if you see, that is formed like this. The inner square is formed like this. Now if you cut the diagram, you can understand there are 8 equal parts. Out of that, this is 4, right? So 4 by 8 means 1 by 2. So if this is 4, this has to be 2. So this is pi. Now if you draw one more circle inside this, that will be half of pi. So that is pi by 2. Now the reason is, if this is pi, this is 2. Okay, and if you draw one more circle, it has to be pi by 2. Now if you remove this circle which is outside, you will get again the square and the circle, right, with 2 and pi by 2. That is what that is nothing but 4 and pi. The ratio has to be maintained. That's the only thing. Okay, now you can see questions like this.